Hey you, I am so glad that we're together on this special night. Welcome to season 3 of Tucked In Tight. This season is something new. In the past, I've guided you. We visited imagined places, cabins, beaches, piers. These have been dreamscapes that we created just for us. But this season, we're going to explore something a little different to help you fall asleep. Season 3 will be made up of the same comfort, coziness of the last two. But this time, I will tell you stories. True wonder stories of our world. Unexpected, beautiful, and magical. And as always, I'll tell them softly, slowly, as I guide you to sleep. Before we begin tonight's story, please take a moment to rate, review, and subscribe. It really would mean the world. Thank you. Now, let's take a few minutes together. Think of this as a gentle doorway to our evening. Settle yourself beneath the covers. Feel the weight of the blankets resting around you. Let your body be heavy against the mattress. Allow your shoulders to relax. Let your arms fall loosely at your sides. Let your jaw unclench and your forehead smooth. Now take a slow, deep breath in through your nose. Hold it for a gentle pause. Let it out through your mouth. Long, easy. Again, breathe in. Hold. And breathe out. You've done enough for today. You don't need to do or fix anything. Not anymore tonight. You're here with me now. And I'm here with you. I'll stay as long as you need. Tonight, I want to tell you one of my favorite stories. It happened not far from where I grew up. In the 1990s, there was this small, exotic pet shop in the San Fernando Valley, full of rare birds from around the world. Inside, it was loud. One night, the shop caught fire. In all the chaos, the owner opened all the cages might expect, the parrots, like the other birds, to scatter and disappear into the neighborhoods. But the green parrots of South America banded together and found the perfect place. They flew towards the hills. They left the valley and found the wild land between Westlake Village and Malibu. That area has a stretch of canyons, chaparral, oak groves, and high ridges, where nature has been protected for generations. This is Malibu Creek State Park, more than 8,000 acres of open space, oak woodlands, and winding trails. Their reach goes further than that, though, all the way to the ocean, over one of my favorite trails, over some of the best seafood places on the West Coast. This is an area where deer graze, hawks circle, where I received an alert about active mountain lions in the area just last week. It's a place with history. Long before it was a park, it was a movie ranch owned by 20th Century Fox. The land appeared in films, and later one of the most recognizable backdrops in television. When I was a kid, I used to watch reruns of MASH with my dad. So if you've ever seen the opening credits with a helicopter crossing the sky, that was Malibu Creek. There's a hiking trail that'll take you to the old set. It still has vehicles, picnic tables, and a covered area. It's a magical place I've visited a few times over the years. And so the parrots found this area. They left the overcrowded valley and they found a place to thrive. They settled in the sycamore trees, eucalyptus. They gathered in the canyons and ridges. And what had once been caged pets in a shop became a flock, a colony, alive in the wild. It's now been about 30 years since that fire happened, and there are now hundreds of these green parrots living in the wild. One of my favorite hiking trails, it's called Solstice Canyon in Malibu. I've hiked that trail thousands and thousands of times. I've been blessed enough to see those parrots many, many times. very loud. They're beautiful. See them, about 100 of them just fly right over the trail, of green and blue. Now, a couple weeks ago, I was thinking of my dad who had recently passed. It was his birthday. I had camped in Malibu State Park that night, taking my dog and my daughter on a hike in the morning. I was telling my daughter about these beautiful parrots. And that's when I looked down and I found one of their feathers. It was bright green and blue. Blue is the rarest color found in nature. It was almost glowing in the sunlight. Soft and delicate. Came to me in that moment of connection. And it will be a cherished keepsake and memory. So over time, people began to notice this flock of parrots. Not in the city streets or busy neighborhoods, but along these hiking trails and campsites. Hikers would pause and hear their calls carrying across the canyons. Campers looked up at dusk to see a flash of emerald green wings above them. And many film crews working in the park caught them too. Today, it's believed that there's 200 or 300 living in those hills of Malibu. Part of the rhythm of the park now. Moving as one cloud of green from ridge to ridge, gathering in the treetops as the sun sets. So imagine it, standing at the edge of a trail as the evening light turns golden. There's a trail I found during the pandemic, just off the road. After you would hike about 3 miles uphill, would be this part of the trail that would just take you along a narrow top of a ridge line. Felt like you were above everything. You could see the ocean in front of you, canyons to the left, canyons to the right. At sunset, it was the most beautiful. I want to share that with you now. Imagine the warm Malibu air, the scent of the natural sage and oak. It's quiet. And then you hear the wings, the cacophony of their squawking. It's just like being inside of a pet store. Dozens, maybe hundreds of parrots pass over you. And their feathers, they're so bright in this light. These birds were once confined to cages, with no hope of future generations. At least not future generations that would live outside of these cages. Their ancestors coming all the not only made it out, he started a colony. Here we are decades later and they're thriving. I love this story. I love that not many people know this story. It's a reminder that sometimes freedom comes suddenly through fire and loss, and what begins as chaos can settle into something lasting, something beautiful. Okay, let's take another slow, deep breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. You are safe. You are cared for. You're loved. Thank you for listening to my story tonight. So glad you're here. Let your body soften into the bed. Let your thoughts grow quieter, slower, lighter. Sleep will come in its own time. Think of the parrots finding a place to land. Think of their green wings peeking out of the trees. I'll be here with you, holding the space of calm